Hello and welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald and today I'm going to show you a funky 70s inspired flower arrangement. So for the 70s I think clash in colours, big daisies and really just in your face mad. So we've got a piece of foam and I've put it into a small tray and I've got a range of different materials. I've got some French or Italian ruskus, we've got aspidistra, we've got some craspedia because they're quite fun and funky. We've got asparagus fern, some fatsias, a bit of skimmia, but our main flowers are going to be these beautiful gerbera, and I've got them in a range of different colours, so we're going technicolor. So to start our arrangement then, really what we want to do is create a bit of a line. So I'm going to use our ruskus to come down at the front, and I want our other piece of ruskus for coming up at the back. Now I've got some small aspidistra and I'm going to use the small ones just to help reinforce that line. Now with the aspidistra they have a lovely line, so we can use that line going this way, but we can also use that line coming up the way and see the back of the actual leaf, so that's fine as well. Now I have some bigger aspidistra and I want to just loop them, so what I'm doing is I'm cutting them, fold over the tip a couple of times and just pierce through, and that gives you a really nice little loop that we can use. So we're going to do 3 of them, and before I pop them in I'm just going to use the fatsia just to base the arrangement. So the fatsia are really good for just bringing some visual weight in low in your arrangement. And now we can pop our funky loops into it. And we're not going to waste our greenery, we can still use what's left on this ruskus. So we've really created a little bit of a framework here that we can work our flowers through. Now, just to fill in the centre, I've got some skimmia, so we'll pop them in just now as well. And this is really just to give us some filling. Okay, so we've created our base and our framework for our flowers. I'm just going to turn this round so I can see. I couldn't resist these. These are some palm leaves, and what I want to do is just trim them to what I think of as being quite a 70s style. So as you can see, it's really easy to cut these. So they come in like this, but we can style them. And you could make this into any shape you want, actually. But I think this is very much the classic 70s kind of style. So we can pop that in, pop that in as well. So I've popped in our ferns and we've got the line going this way, but then we're not hiding these because we've put them in this way. And now we can add our flowers. So I'm going to use a range of colours, and I'm just looking for the ones that have the right kind of shape for our arrangement. And we're going to work these in. So what I want to do is really just bring these flowers down through the arrangement and doing it in such a way that really the heads are facing in different ways. So when you think about the flower, this is what I would call the face, so it's facing in a certain direction. And what I want to do with those flowers is just have all those faces going slightly differently from one way to another, so that it doesn't feel like it's very flat. Yeah. This one's quite strong, so I'm just going to take a little bit off him. So we've got our line of gerbera coming through. Now they're quite big and heavy, so we need something to break that up. And that's where our fern and our craspedia is going to come in very useful. So we'll just pop in our craspedia. As you can see, they're quite good fun. I'm also going to put a little bit of the greenery at the back. I don't like wasting any greenery. And then really, for our last thing is just to add this contrast. So, again, I'm looking at the flow of the arrangement and just seeing where best to place these. And there we go, we've got a really eye-catching, creative, interesting arrangement that kind of, to me, shouts 70s. But maybe there's something we can do to make this a little bit more 70s. And I've got the perfect container. And this is a container I found in a charity shop. And the lady didn't want to sell me it because it had umbrellas in it, but I managed to persuade her to let me buy it. And I just think it's absolutely exactly what you would expect of the 70s. So we've got a 70s container with a 70s arrangement that would brighten up any buffet or any hallway or any party that's themed. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and please click here to keep up to date with all our videos.